Welcome back to Coach Bus Simulator. My name is Turbo Concept, and looks like we're gonna be doing for this once again. But the last time video that we did for Service by Night using the Temsa Diamond already. So before we're gonna be getting on to this one, I think the buses are about to load against the sunset. So it's probably not sure. The Lions City wasn't gonna be to do like this one. The City Lion, the Torliner. I think I don't want to pretty choosing the Neoplan as well. So we try for using for the unpowerful way. So the last time's video for the first time, I recently using for the J4500. It must be a fake J4500, and it was completely dark. And before we just driving all the way for this for the very first time, there's the Lions City. I think I don't want the City Liner as well, because I don't want to get right on that for the Asian bus around for here. There's only one American bus available, and because that is how it does not get to be very work, is not even possible. So if we try the Torliner, which is Indonesian viewers just possibly just saw this one, so we suggest we're gonna be using the Neoplan Skyliner, which is absolutely powerful engine on it, and because that is how we just jump off of this vehicle, and we should able to check out for the man's Torliner as well. So another one must be the Mercedes-Benz Travageo as well. So this is the Fleetwood. We should be absolutely one here. So at the front it has a mobile support, and it does not work to turn on the headlights on by turning left. The slowest accelerations should be occurring in right directions at about for this. Unable to turn left even faster, and because of the rear tires, that we means this isn't gonna be very good enough, because it's a color green for just something like else. And because if I'm just gonna be using this kind of bus for the luxury, we will be doing this later on if I'm just gonna be using the Mercedes Torliner bus as well. Even for just using for the Mercedes-Benz and Travageo, I'm just gonna be using for only one thing. So if I'm gonna be using to review about for this bus, I don't want to go in. So it is absolutely for a 2 wheels. I think this is really bad for and the City Liner as well. It's not gonna be probably that I just used to be. So we probably are gonna be choosing the Skyliner as for a 4 wheels at once. Let's gonna be jumping inside to that vehicle, and then absolutely gonna be using for the Sport Plus for its really faster acceleration. So starting at comfort to using by 0 to 60, and because this bus is absolutely pretty powerful, and it does not able to turn on the lights completely, so you can choose for a sequential mode and ready to start for 0 to 60, and which is pretty absolutely monstrous as well. So let's get to be faster reverse, which is probably the faster acceleration. Will be the next one is sport, and let's just gonna be to try to start, and because we just trying to might able to screw the red light, so let me just gonna be pushing all the way to its first gear. And this is how the faster acceleration does. So before we're gonna be moving on to the straight, let me just increase the volume a little bit. So the Sport Plus, we're gonna be making all the way, and that's how the faster acceleration is the Sport Plus, and reaching over 100 miles per hour and the braking distance. But nothing to worry about for this one. So we're gonna be coming all the way to the airport with this time, and because we're not actually that we're gonna be starting all the way around to the train station, so let's gonna be getting all the way up into the northbound. We probably to see like this one. So the department of this coach, and I won't be necessarily satisfied to get away from these. So the Robloxia North is right over here, and we just absolutely try to park it so nicely as the moon has come to a set before morning to start along with the service. So the passengers must get in. So this is where that the previous video got ended. So the passengers should be getting around inside of the bus as the moons will come into set. We'll be starting around service throughout day. So even before it's one time that we're going to be getting inside of that bus, before they are ready, that actually turns on the lights during darkness in around for here. So in the rims, that were pretty terrible. So let's be going to back it up, as before we start service, I wanted to make sure to leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. And that is how that we're going to be getting inside of that bus. I'm not getting before getting inside of that bus to be in service. To be honest, that we guess that it should be going to be linked in this game link in the description down below as the moon sets before we're ready. The next morning, the sun is going to be rising for a little bit moment. So to start against already very first, I think the shines is up a little bit as we seen the sun for just trying to do so. And the driver has been arrived, and because starting return to comfort, and let's gonna be going on to the train station without further ado. So all the passengers has entered the bus around for here into this aboard. So let's gonna be getting all the way to its very first to get all the way down into its front. And our first stop will be at the train station. And absolutely, I just actually speeding throughout for the 74 miles an hour. So the maximum gears will be 6 or 70 miles per hour for restrictions for the top speed against. So the Skyliner is gonna be very on time to do so, and is gonna be getting all the way to the train station. And I make sure the stop requested will be absolutely for a various occurrence. With this all the way miniature for just only one thing. So let's be getting right there. And our first stop will be the central train station. So I should be able to decrease all around for decrease the gears back into second. So which is I'm gonna be probably to use comfort for a 6-gear method as well. So we should probably staying on the right line, and our first stop is absolutely completed. And our next stop will be Robloxia West. And actually for a 2 minutes or 5 minutes later to 10 minutes later, we probably sure we're gonna be departing once again after the passengers has aborted after the train arrives already. So let's get all ready. We never gonna be able to get back to Robloxia Volcano. Let's be disembark and return into the station, I guess. And finally, to be arrived to the airport will be on the next stop. We guess we never able to do so. And about for this one, for requesting stop, anything on request for this stop is absolutely going to be doing like this one. So in the next day's video that we're going to be to do like this one, using the Skyliner against as well. So probably I just made a wrong decision to get all the way for just as one stop. And currently the Skyliner, the Skyliner, is being stuck in a few decades ago, and finally it's arrived for this day, as before the sun sets, as the passengers have leave the bus, and replacement passengers will be reaborted to the new bus. And before, like I guess, Brazilian viewers just watching this in one kind of the time. As we, despite this, before this isn't gonna be the end of this video, I need to get hurry before this isn't gonna be to take much serious. So as well as we're gonna be taking, without further ado, let's gonna be making our way for the faster service before I just gonna be driving safe and responsibly, as the bus will be taken onto the right side of the lane. Let's gonna be taking around for Shure. Let's head it all the way to the east line as well. So let's gonna be getting all the way to the riverside before this isn't gonna be to take to do so, as we travel service by day. So using about for the Cityliner, this is absolutely for the Skyliner. The sun will be setting automatically for a little bit than half an hour. So finally the bus is finally arrived at this station. So let's gonna be park it all the way to the bus station, as we soon to wait for the 5 minutes later before departure of this by the used bus. We think the sun is gonna be going to set. It's gonna be trying to get all the way, but after 5 minutes later, after all these passengers were aboarded the coach, after even though for this riversiding trip as well. So let's gonna be headed all the way back into the airport before we end of this service. So let's gonna be trying to, for our last stop will be at the airport by using the Skyliner and using the Neoplan for 75 miles an hour, and to do like this one. So the airport will be on the left, and I'm gonna be hurry before that we should maybe just gonna be getting all the way to 80 miles an hour. So I just gotta be screwing that. So the airport is this way. Everything lights have gone red. So before we're gonna be end of this video, we probably sure that we're gonna be heading all the way back into the airport for adjust as well. And finally, we have been officially arrived just right on time, and to be on very sure. So looks like we're gonna be end of this video for sure, and which is probably we to do so, as the passengers getting off the bus, and looks like we said it is now time to return back into the bus departure after 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later. And about for this, it's already dark already, and before this isn't gonna be to take it much serious. And finally, let's gonna be safely return back into the station or departure at around for this one. If before this isn't absolutely gonna be the end of this video, but looks like that is all we ever said. Finally, it is over to this video, and probably we're not gonna be using for the Cityliner. So the Robloxia North will be impossible by using the unpowerful bus. So this is gonna be wrapped up for today's video. And looks like if you enjoy about this, make sure this game is gonna be linked in the description. Always stay driving on the right side of the road safely, and probably don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. And thanks for watching, and which will be Jibber Concept in the Flesh signing off until later on. If I'm just gonna be trying to use any kinds of bus of all locations by using the Skyliner, we're gonna be doing this for next time.